Sony, 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 Sony. Let's talk. Welcome back to the lab where we operate and review tech and gadgets that can make everyday life easier here on Dexter's Lab. I wanted to talk about Sony. They have their new PS5 Pro. What can I say that hasn't been covered already? First of all, Sony, why are we releasing new hardware when we haven't even fleshed out the hardware we have? And I'm sure everybody's pondering this and wondering why. You're giving us new technology. I saw the video and you compare the PS5 Standard Edition, the one I have, and you have the PS5 Pro. And you want me to pay $700, 700 shams, 700 of them greenbacks to you so I can have a tad more fidelity, the resolution can look a tad bit better? Why, Sony, why? Before we get into all of this, let me just say, I own all of the systems. I don't own a PC, which I'm working on. I'll probably get one. But I do have a PS5. I do have an Xbox Series X. I do have the Switch. I have them all. So I'm not biased, but I am. But not to where I'll just neglect the facts and then I'll just say, you know, one is better than the other. Most people kind of lean to one console or the other. And for me, that is Xbox, just because I reminisce so much on the old Halo days and I like first-person shooters. I don't play as much as I used to. When I did, I played a lot and I was amazing. In my mind and how I feel about things, if I want to point the finger to somebody and play the blame game, I'm blaming you, Xbox. I'm blaming you, Xbox, you, Microsoft, because you let Sony run rampant because they're unchecked. You can't compete with them. Of course, I understand you're trying to do the cloud gaming and things of that nature. Xbox has dropped the ball, and I can honestly see why Sony is doing what they're doing, because they're unchecked. They don't have any rivals. They don't have anyone to worry about. They destroyed Sega back in the day, so Sega's gone. Shout out to Sega. Love your game, love your system. Xbox is dropping the ball. Who else do we have to combat Sony? They're probably doing exclusive deals still, keeping games from certain systems. I'd say don't blame Sony, blame Microsoft. And if you want to be mad at somebody, be bad at Microsoft. They took up the challenge and they lost. Maybe you don't agree, and that's fine. I mean, I don't care. If you don't agree, this is my opinion, my take, my hot take. Get in the comments. Leave me a comment and we'll discuss it. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, you know the deal. The big three: AI-driven upscaling, advanced ray tracing, a bigger GPU. Sony, just take advantage of what you already have out. I feel like the majority of the audience, Sony's audience, are people that don't play games all of the time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should do research. You guys tell me if I am. Comments are open. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like the majority of people have jobs. They don't have time to play video games all day. I got real life things to do. And then when I see this so-called upgraded PlayStation 5 Pro, and I've already spent, I don't know, what, $500 on the standard PlayStation 5, and it just upsets me to no end. But again, this isn't Sony, it's Microsoft. But I digress. I'm not mad at the people for buying a PlayStation 5 Pro. Go on. If you want to spend the money, spend it. I think you should. You deserve it, man. Go get it. But $700 That's a lot. Especially with no disk drive. I don't know how much the disk drive costs. I couldn't even take the time to look it up. I was getting dizzy. But I'm just gonna assume another $100. So you got what? The game system $700. That's $800, sir. That's $800, and I just don't see myself paying it. I can't do it, man. I don't see, dude. I swear, if this was something that was worth the money, I wouldn't mind paying it. I've done dumber things with money. I promise you. I've bought stupid things. But this won't be one of them, Sony. If you have any comments, drop them down below. Hit that like and subscribe button. And this is Dexter Lab, and I am signing out. I'm gonna go get some sleep. All I smell is nostril.